Michael Myers. Michael Myers is the faceless, unstoppable force of nature from the Halloween franchise. You ever look at someone and realize they're less a person and more an earthquake in human skin? That's Michael. He isn't a man. He's a subtraction of humanity. He's the sound of heavy breathing through a mask that looks like William Shatner's corpse. What makes him terrifying isn't his kills, though trust me. He decorates the suburbs with corpses like they're jack-o'-lanterns. It's that you can't reason with him. You can't psychoanalyze him. Loomis tried, and even he broke down, screaming like a doomsday prophet on caffeine pills. Michael isn't fueled by rage, or revenge, or trauma in the way most slashers are. He's fueled by nothing. He's an empty slot machine that always rolls blood. That mask? It's not a disguise. It's the truest portrait of him. Void. No eyes. No face. No soul. Just an echo chamber where human empathy should have lived. And the way he moves, God, it's slow. Deliberate. Like death itself has time to spare. You sprint. You scream. You lock the doors. He walks. And still, he catches you. Michael Myers doesn't need speed. Because inevitability doesn't rush. He's suburban decay personified. The nightmare that evil isn't loud or theatrical. Sometimes it just stands behind you in silence until your story ends. Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees is the undead killing machine from the Friday the 13th franchise. If Michael is a void, Jason is a grudge that never dies. Picture it. A bullied, deformed kid drowned at camp because nobody cared. The trauma doesn't end there. His mom goes on a beheading spree. Then she gets beheaded. And when Jason crawls out of the water, he decides, yeah, I'm never letting this place go. Jason is territorial evil. Camp Crystal Lake's eternal bouncer. Turning every teenager's summer fling into a blood-soaked audition for Darwin Awards. The hockey mask is iconic. Sure, but the truth is Jason didn't need it. His whole body is a mask, rotting flesh, hulking muscles, that walk like a freight train with legs. And his kills? Creative as hell. Machetes, spears, sleeping bags. He's less a slasher and more a one-man Home Depot commercial for murder. But the truly evil part? Jason is patient. He's not out to conquer the world. He's content to sit in his cursed pond until you stumble into his territory. He doesn't want fame, doesn't want worship. He just wants you gone. And if the machete doesn't get you, the sheer psychological weight of realizing you're being hunted by something that never, ever dies will. Jason Voorhees isn't human anymore. He's folklore. He's inevitability with a blade. And Crystal Lake will always be his altar. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is the burned dream stalker from A Nightmare on Elm Street. This one is pure sadism wrapped in a Christmas sweater. Freddy isn't satisfied with just killing you. No, he has to humiliate you first. He'll crawl into your dreams, hijack your subconscious, take your deepest fears, and remix them into a Saturday morning cartoon directed by Satan. Spiders? Your whole room turns into one. Fear of drowning? Hope you like drowning in your own bed. Freddy makes death feel like performance art. And the audience is you. The claws are iconic. Yes, but they're almost unnecessary. He doesn't kill with metal, he kills with imagination. That cracked, grinning face? It's a permanent reminder that pain isn't enough for him. He wants you to remember him. Even after death. Especially after death. And what's worse, he's funny. He's got jokes, one-liners, puns. Every stab is a punchline. Evil with a laugh track. Freddy mocks you, mocks your suffering, mocks the fact that you can't wake up. The nightmare is him. And once he's in your head, sleep becomes suicide. Freddy Krueger isn't just a villain. He's insomnia incarnate. Leatherface. Leatherface is the chainsaw-wielding butcher from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. At first glance, Leatherface might look like the dumbest of the slashers, grunting, screaming, stumbling around like a toddler on a sugar crash. But then you remember what that mask is. Human skin, stitched together into a grotesque parody of a face. And suddenly, the simplicity feels worse. He isn't a mastermind. He's a blunt instrument sharpened by a family of cannibals. Leatherface is proof that evil doesn't need sophistication, it just needs cruelty and appetite. The way he swings that chainsaw. It isn't just killing, it's a tantrum. A violent explosion of whatever pitiful emotions are boiling inside him. But here's the kicker. He enjoys it. He dresses up for dinner like it's a family holiday. wearing a new mask for every occasion. Business suit mask, pretty lady mask, killer mask, each one a mood, each one a fresh grave waiting to happen. Leatherface is chaos given a power tool. You can't reason with him because he doesn't think. He obeys instinct, hunger, family tradition, and somehow, that blank, childlike quality makes him more monstrous. Because he doesn't know right from wrong. He just knows the chainsaw cuts. And skin fits better when it's still warm. Chucky. Chucky is the possessed doll from the Child's Play franchise. This is where slasher evil gets absurd and hilarious and horrifying all at once. A plastic doll, mass-produced for kids, somehow becomes the vessel for Charles Lee Ray, a serial killer whose last brilliant idea was to chant voodoo into a child's toy before dying. And now you've got a red-haired Cabbage Patch with a switchblade. What makes Chucky uniquely evil isn't just that he kills, it's that he enjoys being underestimated. He'll sit quietly in a corner, listening as you dismiss him, then suddenly slash your throat before you can finish laughing. And oh, the laugh, half gremlin, half truck stop drunk. It's nightmare fuel wrapped in polyester stuffing. Chucky's genius is psychological. He weaponizes trust. Parents buy the doll, kids cuddle the doll, and by the time anyone realizes something's wrong, it's too late. He's not hunting in the shadows. He's literally sitting at the dinner table, grinning at you with button eyes that want to spill blood. And the irony? He's still petty. He's vulgar. He curses more than a sailor, bickers with his victims, throws tantrums when his plans fall apart. He's the embodiment of rage stuffed into a child's toy body, and somehow, that's worse, because every kill feels like he's mocking the fragility of adulthood itself. Ghostface. Ghostface is the masked killer from the Scream franchise. Unlike the other slashers, Ghostface isn't one person. It's an idea, a mask, a voice changer, a script that anyone can step into if they're twisted enough. That makes Ghostface less of a villain and more of a recurring infection in small-town America. But here's the brilliance. Ghostface is self-aware. He doesn't just kill you. He taunts you about horror movie tropes while doing it. He plays the game, knows the rules, and then breaks them in ways that make you feel like you're trapped in your own parody. You're not just dying, you're dying ironically. The voice is iconic. That distorted phone call, always beginning with a simple, "What's your favorite scary movie?" It's not just a threat, it's a ritual. He wants you nervous before he strikes. He wants you to know the joke's on you. And the mask, cheap, plastic, goofy, even, but somehow, when paired with that black robe and knife, it becomes the ultimate performance of horror. Ghostface is proof that evil doesn't need to be supernatural, or even unstoppable. Sometimes, evil is just someone you know, hiding behind a mask, laughing at the absurdity of your death scene. Pinhead. Pinhead is the leader of the Cenobites from Hellraiser. If the other slashers are about rage, hunger, or territory, Pinhead is about philosophy, sadistic philosophy. But still, this guy kills with rules. He's not chasing horny teenagers in the woods. He's answering the prayers of anyone stupid enough to solve the Lament configuration puzzle box. You want pleasure? He gives you pain so intense it folds back into pleasure until you can't tell which is which. And that face, pins hammered into his skull in perfect geometric lines. He's not sloppy evil. He's aesthetic evil. He doesn't swing machetes or chainsaws, he delivers decrees. His voice is a sermon. His presence like standing in a cathedral where the stained glass is made of flesh. Pinhead is terrifying because he doesn't consider himself a monster. He thinks he's a priest, a guide, an arbiter of human desire. When he tears you apart with hooks, he believes he's answering your truest call. That cold conviction makes him more alien than any hockey mask could. You don't escape Pinhead. You invited him in the moment you touched the box. And when he comes, you realize too late that hell isn't fire and brimstone, it's geometry. It's metal. It's eternity measured in screams. Candyman. Candyman is the vengeful spirit from the Candyman franchise. Say his name 5 times in the mirror, and he arrives. That's his rule. A slasher with the patience of folklore and the weight of history. Candyman isn't just a killer. He's a ghost born from lynching, torture, and injustice. His hook isn't just a weapon, it's a symbol. Every slash is a reminder that horror isn't just fiction. It's rooted in human cruelty that never goes away. And bees. God, the bees. They swarm from his mouth, crawl over his body, turn every appearance into a biblical plague. It's not just gore, it's spectacle. You're not just dead when Candyman finds you. You're part of a legend. A whispered curse that survives in urban myths and bathroom dares. Candyman's evil is poetic. He doesn't kill for sport. He kills to preserve his story. If people stop fearing him, stop speaking his name, he fades away. So every body is a kind of advertising campaign for his immortality. Horror as marketing, murder as branding. And when Tony Todd's voice fills the screen, deep, smooth, hypnotic, you almost want to say his name. Just once, just to see. That's the genius of Candyman. He doesn't just terrify, he tempts. Thank you so much for listening and following along with the story. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you won't miss out on more thrilling and exciting stories coming up. Your support is the greatest motivation for me to keep creating.